we can...
Make yourself at home.
There you go.
Wow, this place needs a makeover. It's literally a no man's land. With all the good ones taken. No. I only date guys from the same century.
Hey, I was considered pretty handsome when I was, younger.
Eric,
I don't think
Yes.
so.
I got the corona. I need you to take one of those pretty guns in your hand and put the trigger right to my head. I need you to finish the job, buddy, before it reaches you.
I don't even know if I remember how to play this game.
See, all you gotta do, you see, is you take one of those two fancy guns you got in your hands. You put the barrel to my noggin, and you pull the trigger.
For now, though, the chief said we're on our own. I'm afraid we'll have to stay here under the radar for a while.
Uh-huh.
What
This
a
is-
weird...
The demons were after you, Nikki. That's why they attacked.
This is definitely the kind of game where you want to walk around freely and listen to dialogue.
Yeah.
If Bryce had followed protocol, brought you back to the agency.
We haven't
Let's look
said...
around.
We haven't said hi, what's up yet, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, I can interact with the bed. So I'm Eric.
What the fuck? What was the point of that? Oh, okay, like you actually lie in the bed. I thought that for a second there, all that fucking Bryce did was walk up to this bed, push it once, and then go, "That's a bed. These are used for sleeping."
They spent most of their budget on those mattress physics.
Oh God, for fuck's sake. Let's
see what else we can interact with.
Let's just start rolling. As far as editing is a concern, from when
Of course he would.
From when the cutscene started, shall we?
Of course he would.
Bryce, you fucking sleaze.
So,
I'm Matt.
We are 21st Century Arcade, and we have not played this game for a long time.
What a weird fucking divide this is. Like, we're playing fucking NeverDead and talking about the coronavirus. Like, this is practically like a fucking 1 decade.
That's kind of a cute
ass split here.
That's kind of a cute gag. Like he takes his head off to wash his hair.
Yeah.
No clothes or anything.
What?
So yeah, last time we played this game, coronavirus wasn't even a thing.
No.
And now all the schools are getting shut down.
They are.
Last time we played this game, if I remember correctly, Dave Mustaine was happy and healthy, and since then he got cancer.
Yes.
And then got rid of cancer.
Yes.
We did not really feel like returning to this game.
And when you look at the current events on your screen, could you perhaps wonder why? I can't believe the quality of this riveting action-based experience.
How are you, handsome? Oh, it's been 126 years since I brushed my teeth.
What a classy guy.
That glass does not seem reflective, Bryce.
Maybe he's a vampire.
He's a vampire. Well, to be fair, rendering a reflective surface.
How do you guys like the screen tearing?
For people who don't know, is actually a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because you are basically rendering, from what I understand, 2 instances at the same time. So a lot of games just don't like to fuck with mirrors at all.
I mean, the thing is, though, even if they're gonna do this with the background, they could still render another instance of the character in it, you know? Against, like, a blurry texture.
Yeah, something a little bit more bare bones, sure.
But even MGS4 didn't have mirror reflections. Or glass reflections, I guess. Chrono Z? Is that like,
Aaron Nazalux, Chon Zed.
Is that like, Judge Dredd?
That's Judge Dredd. His cooler older brother, Chon Zed.
Or is that his cousin who didn't achieve as much? Who always gets berated at all the family reunions.
How come you're not like your brother?
Boss, we don't have enough money to hire Judge Dredd for the next movie. Chon Zed, we could get him for about. We could get him for a quarter and a pack of gum. That's all he really charges nowadays.
He'll do it for exposure.
He will.
Do I have to like interact with everything before the story progresses?
We gotta keep talking for a while.
I am kind of having a little bit more fun with this than with fighting some of the monsters in this game, but
Yeah. Oh, let's fill for time. Eric, did you like the Sonic movie?
yes, it was quite fun. So
Oh, wow.
this is Arcadia's apartment, right?
What an absolute chat of a man.
But like, why does she just have all this beer?
She's a huge drinker.
I guess working with Bryce, you'd have to be, right?
She's a massive alcoholic, yeah.
So, Sonic has some interesting fans. Its fan base is very
Oh, man.
fascinating. I understand a lot of it is embedded in that whole furry culture thing, which I don't judge. But it had occurred to me watching that baseball scene.
What about the baseball scene?
Hmm?
What was it about the baseball scene that kind of confused you?
No, it didn't confuse me. I was just thinking it must have been a real disappointment for all those fans who heard about the movie and heard that there was a scene of Sonic playing with himself.
Huge letdown. Good call.
Okay, so I literally have nothing more to interact with here. Can we actually keep the game going? Ooh, can I throw my head up there and... Actually, can I? Well, I mean, okay.
This is the real experience.
I can't even roll. Like, I can't even roll, so I can't pick up my limbs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's see if I remember how to play this game. Okay, some of the objects actually have physics on
My
them.
left arm.
Never mind the killing of the monsters. This is the true NeverDead experience.
Yes, the smooth jazz and destroying kitchen.
Oh,
Where,
love it.
and the owner of the apartment is just sitting there like, yeah, this is normal.
Lefty got to.
He does this all the time.
Who
Ooh, dynamic lighting.
Who imported the Catherine soundtrack in here, because this sounds beautiful.
So,
My favorite thing about the Sonic movie was that scene where the crazy old man was like, "Listen, it's the Blue Devil. This is I swear I found him," and he shows him a fucking and he holds up a fucking picture of a Sonic, which was the best part of that entire fucking movie. For those now, Sonic the Hedgehog. For those of you who do not know this very old meme, is a horribly drawn Sonic. What the fuck? It's a flashback.
of a potentially better game that... It's like when you have a mockumentary and you're like, I would rather watch the movie that the documentary is about than the mockumentary. What? She died? I had no idea that would happen.
People die?
When they are killed, yes.
So I didn't find out until...
Oh my god. So guys, we're obviously playing the Final Fantasy VII remake here. This is the scene where Aeris dies and there's your Sephiroth.
There's your Midgar Zola.
That could actually be a Final Fantasy boss.
Oh yeah,
The design of it.
Easy.
With the evil eye implanted in you,
Which, I don't know if that's a credit to this game or if that's a reflection on just how fucked up Final Fantasy designs could get
I
sometimes.
shall go tend to my wounds. You are destined to
Like his beard is a part of his lip.
self-hatred. For
Fuck,
now,
you're right.
you are one of us. A demon.
So,
A demon
yeah.
in body,
I think this game had some potential that just didn't quite live up to.
Bryce,
Like,
I'm so sorry.
they were definitely trying. It wasn't like a cheap cash in.
Mhm.
They wanted to do something cool and original. They just
No, I fully agree with you. Like, most of what I'm looking at here looks like it would be not out of place in a modern Final Fantasy, like you pointed out. So no, it's very valid. Yeah. No, though. Before I get sidetracked, once again,
Sanic.
Sonic the Hedgehog is an old meme of a terribly drawn Sonic that I think came from a DeviantArt.
I'll have what he
And
said.
I love it to pieces.
Now,
It's
now,
so
calm
shitty
down, old
and
man.
fucking
I
hilarious.
didn't come here to stir up any
So
trouble.
the fact that this old little piece of fan art showed up in the new big budget Sonic film just cracked me right up.
That's right. Settle down.
I think that the whole theater
All we want is the
heard me
girl.
laughing.
Just a little insignificant girl. That's all. Bring her to the church around the corner, and all will be fine.
What if you went out for a pint and then this guy sat
That's
down
of
next
no
to you?
consequence to you. Simply hand over the girl, and we shall go our separate ways.
I would.
I might even forgive you.
Come
for
on.
I wonder which bathroom he uses.
As
You
you
know
know,
what, yeah.
without that medium wife of yours, you cannot defeat me, a fellow demon. I must be off now. Adieu.
What a dandy.
No, you're totally right though. Effort was put into this game. It didn't come together quite as well as I would have perhaps liked, but no.
But that's what happens when you're published by Konami and they probably didn't give them as much of a budget as they would have liked.
Yes.
This was the tail end of them
Give me a
making
shit.
good games, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even, yeah. If they couldn't give a proper budget and time and attention to Silent Hill,
Mhm.
why would this game have a chance?
Yeah. What would you say was the last great AAA Konami
You ready
game?
for this? Let's get going.
Hell yeah.
Or just great Konami game,
Where are we
period.
going?
Somewhere, fun.
Probably
Like a
Metal Gear
spa?
Solid Peace Walker.
Yeah, something.
It was
Didn't 4 come out after a Peace Walker?
no, 4 came out 2 years before Peace Walker.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Peace Walker was like 2010, and
4 was 2008.
it was
yeah.
on the PSP, and it was probably like the funnest PSP game. Like, yeah,
A panda bear!
Fair enough.
a panda bear. That's a panda bear?
That he is.
They're like, how can we make this look cool? Let's make it by animating a cutscene instead of having you actually play it, because that's not nearly as cool.
Hey, no, I thought we had an invitation for Sangria.
Okay, what am I
What
doing?
the hell is going on?
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh.
what should we do?
Okay, so apparently, yeah. So folks, I got a new a third-party PS3 controller, which actually has clicky buttons on top, kind of like a Xbox 360 controller,
It has a nice snap.
which is fine, but it's not as good when you're using them for shooting, which I'm doing, and they don't let me change that around.
Yeah.
Typical. That's okay.
Take the time you need. It's okay. If things don't come out perfect, you can edit it down a bit later.
Oh, so I have to dodge. I'm playing Frogger now, which is a Konami, right?
Frogger's Konami, yeah. Wait, hang on, sorry. Is Frogger Konami or Midway?
It's not Midway.
Oh.
It's I know Konami definitely had a Frogger or some. Oh no, definitely Frogger. Yes, because I have a Konami sticker set and Frogger is on there.
That's it. There you go.
That's how you know. If you have a. Oh, come on! Yay! Oh, it's one of those little grandbabies or whatever they're called. I'm gonna kill them all. Or wait, how do I? Oh, whoops. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I can actually use my arm as a lure for them.
Ah.
So that's actually kind of cool.
Yes, it is.
And then use my other arm to shoot at them. Wow. This game actually has a little bit of depth. I had no idea. Of course, they're gonna eat it.
Yes.
And then...
Well,
They're gonna eat it, and then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god!
the time for regeneration is not too bad, so you've got some stuff to work with. Okay, maybe it's a little bit longer than I recall.
Well, No. Ah.
It's okay, you got it. There you go.
What? Hey. Wait, how do I,
There's your limbs.
I don't even remember how to,
There's your limbs.
Oh, wait. There's my,
Hope this doesn't mess up my head.
There you go. How do I use my sword now? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Hey guys, I think I remember how to play this game now.
It's alright.
I really don't want to do this all day, Bryce, so what the hell.
I am not going to criticize you for how things are turning out. We have been on a bit of a
hiatus
from this, yeah. So
on a black sabbatical.
God, it's been over a fucking year.
Ozzy Osbourne released a new album. What else happened since we played between the last session and this session? If somebody ever binges this, it's gonna be very jarring.
Oh yeah. No,
Castlevania released a new season.
Which is going very well so far.
Speaking of canonic franchise. Oh, we got a shooter. Hey. You know, I'm slicing through them quite comfortably at least, so it's not like you know.
Yeah, it's not like this is going nowhere.
Button mashing for ages with no recoil. Although it would be nice if I.
That's how you do it.
So we're on episode 6 of the new season of Castlevania.
Oh, come on.
It is coming together about as well as season 2 did, to be quite frank.
As well as it could without Dracula in the picture.
Oh yeah. Which in some ways makes it more interesting actually. Now we get to see the fallout of the death of the king.
Yep. I do hope that there will be the classic resurrection attempt at some point, which is like literally everything, pretty much every Castlevania game is.
Oh, what a dream!
Is pretty much about, yeah.
What Me Dying was a dream sequence?
It was.
How dramatic. Okay, I think I'm gonna get a little more good now.
What daddy had.
Well, guys, it's been a slice, but I'm tired of this section now. A slice? See what I did there?
I got it, no worries.
Okay, there they are. Okay.
Try some of this.
So, another thing that's happened is I finally acquired Splatterhouse.
I do see that physical copy there.
Yes.
Where did you wind up grabbing us?
I just ordered it off Amazon. My cousin gave me a gift card. So I was like, you know what? It's not gonna get any cheaper than that, than $35, and it's not gonna get any easier to find. So I need to add it to my collection already.
I'll never get used to this.
So that's
I don't even know if the new Splatterhouse, well, PS3, new is a relative term.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if the PS3 Splatterhouse game is good or not.
It's pretty good.
It is.
So,
alright.
so it's a horror-based game with a heavy metal soundtrack about a
Somewhere.
half demon who doesn't die. Sounds familiar.
I am noticing a particular trend with your interests there.
And I have to say it is a superior experience to this. Unfortunately, most of the music in that is licensed, so
Oh yeah.
either we will play it in silence or we would have to pay a lot of money to Lamb of God and Mastodon and a lot of other great bands that are on it. But yes,
Or a secondary option. You can just import during editing the River City Girls soundtrack, and that'll fix everything up just fine.
yes. I mean, that would be a weird little experiment, like using music from another game that has similar style, like this game.
Yes.
Then its a decent soundtrack would actually be used for something good. Point is, thematically it's similar. In terms of the overall experience, it's quite better. And I would say the enemy designs are cooler too. I mean, some of them are kind of typical, like undead demon with gross skin, but they had like this boss that's like a doll, and she's like, and then she like, I don't know, kind of wears a bunch of like inanimate objects on her. So she's like this giant toy thing, and you have to like rip it apart and kill the doll on the inside.
Sounds like a pretty wild Silent Hill-esque enemy.
Kind of, yeah, but gameplay-wise, it's a hack and slash. It's kind of a God of War clone, in a way.
Ah, gotcha.
Classic God of War, which isn't a bad thing. Hey, you jerk! Stop hiding up there, you piece of shit. Okay, guys. You know what? I just wanna.
Does that thing have a gun?
Yeah, the thing up on the bus. Yes.
No, the grandbaby.
No. It has my hand, and my hand has a gun.
Oh god. This game is such weird ass body horror bullshit.
Yeah, David Cronenberg called, and even he thinks this is too much. Oh, there you go.
You're good.
You
You're
annoying
good.
piece of shit. So, where to next? I do have other weapons. I'm like actually being kind of stingy with the ammo. That and I don't quite remember how to change the ammo. Oh, there you go. Okay. I do like the set pieces. I mean, like we got. It's not just like generic.
No, yeah, it's alright.
Like every level is something different. So that's nice. Even though it's like. Oh no.
Wait, press circle for a sec. After making your way back to you. Oh. That's why it's a game over, not because you can die. But because Arcadia can.
Well, that and because if you regenerate, you're still like under the world.
Oh, what a dream.
What do you think would happen to Bryce if he drowned?
He would pass out and just stay fainted forever due to lack of oxygen, but still alive.
Yeah, I honestly think you're right.
I mean, realistically, and if you have like realistically, I say, talking about immortals, they still need to, they still need to breathe. So just because you're immortal doesn't mean you're always conscious.
Dream, right?
So that beckons the question: would an immortal chain to
the subject of the science behind immortals is a interesting one.
It's really a lot more fun to just use the sword in this game.
I believe you.
The bullets feel like I'm shooting with pellets. So where the hell am I supposed to go? Do I just stay on this little piece of debris and kill things? I guess so. They do have a very Silent Village aesthetic, these guys.
I thought you were about to say this does have a very Silent Hill soundtrack. Just as we're listening to it. It's like, yes, very, very Silent Hill.
Yeah, it's all atmospheric and acid jazz. I would say, actually, now that I think about it, with this sort of aesthetic and this era of action games, I would say I'm enjoying Splatterhouse more than Shadows of the Damned.
Okay.
It is different because Shadows of the Damned is a shooter and that's a slash
I've marked your position. You can meet us
slasher.
further ahead.
But
No concern.
I know you're on.
But yeah. Considering that Splatterhouse did get a little shat on by the critics,
Right.
woefully. But that was the era of it. If it's a third-party game that's not perfectly polished, it was shit. Which was true a lot of the times, like
But it's still not
Exhibit
fair.
A.
But it's still not fair as a blanket statement.
yeah. Okay, my arm is there and I'm trying to blindly shoot things with the shotgun. See, that's kind of fun. Like, oh, got a grandbaby. Has my arm and now.
Seeing a grandbaby spin around with your arm shooting your shotgun, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty fucking funny.
See, I feel like a lot of the gags here are good, but it's like they would make for a better movie than a game.
Yes.
Like, if you give it a proper like set piece and like put the focus on the grandbaby with the arm and not have to like
Try and make
get
it.
flustered because you're being dismembered by like 3 other enemies,
Yeah.
it
Try.
would make for a great visual gag. But
Try and make it for some good comedy.
How do I, no, you don't. No, you don't. What was that? What was the explosion? Am I getting shot at by missiles or something? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is this little son of a bitch? Oh wait, I'm gonna guess I have to throw my arm up there.
If NeverDead was a Netflix series,
Let's.
how much of a budget would you give it?
Like done properly?
No, like in terms of like, let's say you didn't approach this as a fan, but rather as a businessman, like a producer. How much would you safely feel like giving it?
You know, the factor is whether I'm looking at it as a pre-existing franchise or as an idea.
Okay.
Because as an idea, I would give it quite a bit. I think it, like I said, it has a lot of potential to be a fun thing. But if I'm like, yeah, this is going to capitalize on all those sales it never got, then I wouldn't approve it.
Yeah. No, yeah. If you didn't bother trying to hold this to the formula too deeply that was created by the game in the first place, like didn't try to pander to all the millions of NeverDead purists, then yeah, as far as the world and the setting are concerned, there's a potential here.
Yeah.
So I would agree with you there. Yeah.
I think it could potentially make for as great of a series as Castlevania, especially if you had that writing team behind it, like where they would actually like
Give a shit.
well, what I mean, where they could write a character who's, you know, crass but still deep and likable and has some development,
Yeah.
and not just the annoying dick for the sake of being an annoying dick. Like, you know, Trevor.
Yes.
They did that exactly with Trevor. Like, he starts off as kind of a cynical bastard, but
Slowly warms up.
you still love that cynical bastard.
Oh yeah.
So that writing team could probably do good things with this franchise and this character if anybody cared enough to want to put this into. Ooh.
To give it a shot. Yeah.
Ooh, look at this.
Look at that big old knife.
Alright. So is this what I'm using from now on? Excellent. Do I get to set things on fire with it? That's the question.
A better sword.
Although I don't care. As long as it does more damage, that's all that matters. NeverDead Revengeance.
Oh god.
What am I actually doing though? Are there wombs that I have to destroy? Is there just an area that I need to get to? I don't care about that collectible. I think I'll be fine.
Just try making a beeline.
Oh wait, there's this.
Ah, yes.
So I think I have to kill enemies because it's not letting me interact with it right now. Okay, I knew that was going to happen, but I did it anyway because Bryce is an idiot. And I'm trying to play it true to the character.
You are merely playing your role as loyally as possible.
My role? What?
Oh yeah! Yeah! That's what we've been waiting for this whole fucking time!
You can't even fall through the... it's not even a...
You can't even die!
No.
Bryce can't even die! What if Bryce fell through the world?